Welcome to Tony Byrne's View with news you can use. Tony has over 32 years of experience as a chartered financial planner and wealth manager. Tony's passion is to help you retire early and live the life of your dreams with no financial worries. Now to today's episode.
I've always felt that financial advisors are underappreciated, especially when compared to fellow professionals such as accountants and solicitors. The problem is that much of the work of a financial advisor is intangible, and where it is tangible, the client doesn't fully appreciate the value an advisor brings. Another reason is because financial advice is an optional professional service, unlike accountancy and law, which are usually compulsory professional services. Have you ever considered doing your own conveyancing or preparing your own business accounts? Even our own clients do not always fully understand or appreciate what we have done for them. So in order to address this misunderstanding, we have started using a value-added checklist for our annual review meetings with clients. What we quickly ascertained was that the value we bring is typically 3 to 4 times what clients pay us in fees. Yes, you heard that right. 3 to 4 times. Let me give you an example. We have an elderly widowed gentleman who is aged 90. He's been a client of ours for 30 years. He invested £100,000 with us in 1991, and by 2021 his investment portfolio had risen in value to £1 million based wholly on our advice. He has a total estate worth £1.8 million, which is 100% free of inheritance tax, again due to our advice. Most of his investments are free of income tax and capital gains tax too, so he doesn't even need to complete an annual self-assessment tax return. By the time his wife was admitted into a residential care home, we had arranged her investments in such a way that they were not included in her estate for the purpose of the local authority's financial assessment. The marital home was ignored because her husband, our client, still lived there. She paid 0 care fees over a period of 3 years before she sadly passed away. We calculated that over the 30 years we had saved our client at least £750,000 due to our advice, and he had paid us about £150,000 in fees. That means the value we've added is 5 times our fees. Great value for money in anyone's book, I think you will agree. This is how the savings were calculated. Inheritance tax saved £320,000 based on £800,000 of his estate being taxable, multiplied by 40%, and assuming the first £1 million of his estate is covered by inheritance exemptions of his own and inherited from his late wife. Extra investment returns we calculated at £340,000, which is about 2% higher returns annually on an average portfolio of his over the 30 years of £500,000. Care fees saved we've calculated at £90,000, being £30,000 a year 10 years ago. So the total of all those savings comes to £750,000. These savings do not take account of other savings which we have been unable to ascertain because they are difficult to measure or quantify. Arguably, the extra investment returns we have produced for him should have been even higher because without our advice, he would probably have left most of his money in bank accounts and premium bonds and achieved very low investment returns. At our last review meeting, the same gentleman commented that our fees were high. Ironically, we have been undercharging him for years because he has been a long-standing, loyal client. Instead of charging him our usual fee of 1% per annum of the funds under management, we have been charging him 0.5% per annum. When I explained to him the value we had added and that we were only charging him half-price fees, he was astonished and equally delighted at what great value for money our financial advice truly was. Needless to say, he remains a very happy client to this day, and long may it continue. You know it makes sense.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. For more information, head to www.wealthandtax.co.uk.